Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm doing another commentary video of the Bill Maher show, real time. Now, I've tried doing a commentary of the TV show uh, while it's playing, but they block it. YouTube instantly blocks it. So I can only pause it and give my commentary. Like I said before, I'm not heavy into politics. I try to learn from both sides. So let's go. The CDC has relaxed the social distancing in schools, recommended, whatever, from 6 feet to 3 feet. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's like a big experiment. Like everybody's a guinea pig. They're waiting to see if you get ICUs, a spike in ICU visits. If they do, then they'll go back to the way things were, which is kind of a stupid way to run an experiment, but we'll see. Yeah, Biden definitely doing his thing. 100 million vaccines out. 2 million people vaccinated a day. I read somewhere that that's better than any country in the world. We were doing really bad, now we're doing really good. Even Europe is way behind. Oh shit! Bill Maher saying that one reason why so many people are getting vaccinated is because they extended who can give the vaccination. He's saying dentists, medical students, midwives. What the fuck? Yeah, he's mentioning the Oscar nominations for Best Picture, and the one I saw, which he mentioned, is The Sound of Metal. That is a damn good movie, and it should win Best Picture, in my humble opinion. Holy shit. This guy right here is like a genius, for real. He started college at the age of 13. Yeah, Bill Maher just brought up something that kind of confusing. Trump did better with minorities, Latinos, and black people in 2020 than he did in 2016. That's kind of wonder why. Yeah, another good point brought up by Bill Maher. He said the left is resegregating, that's self-segregation, because there's like dorm rooms separated by sex. I think he said by race, like shit. Yeah, graduation ceremonies. I saw one where I think black students wanted to have their own ceremony. That's kind of ironic. And I remember seeing, I heard and read about Asians in colleges stick to themselves. I don't. They feel more comfortable. I don't know why that is, but even like in prison, that self segregation. Even prisoners, they feel more comfortable with their own kind. I guess I don't know. That's of course that's prison, but even in the military, I got a friend who's in the military who was in the military, and yep, same shit. Hispanics stick with Hispanics, blacks with black. Like, of course, white guys with white guys and all that. But it's self segregation. That's the weird part. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think that just like multiculturalism, I think that's what they call it. We're not there yet as a species, man. We're just not there yet. It should be a good thing, but sometimes it's not. It's cultures collide and don't agree, and some people feel more comfortable with their own people, their own culture. But hopefully one day we'll get there. Asian hate crimes up 150%. There could only be one reason behind those attacks. I don't know. I think people are blaming all Asians for the corona thing. And only one guy was blaming China. You know who that is? The guy who killed 8 women in Atlanta is saying that it wasn't racially motivated. He said he was sexually frustrated, or it was sexually motivated, and it looks that way. Everybody wants to point the finger at racism, but it's not always that. No. And if it was, why the fuck wouldn't he just say it? Yeah, I fucking hate Asians. And he's not saying that. So people don't want to believe it, but it might be the truth. As far as the shooter goes, it more than likely is not going to be racially motivated, because if it was, why go to a massage parlor? He could have went, somewhere else where there's a lot more Asians, and start shooting there, like the El Paso shooter. That's where I'm at right now in El Paso. He drove, man, for miles. I mean, for a long distance to find a city on the border with a large Hispanic community to shoot, because I guess he was from a white area where there weren't too many. That's 100% racially motivated. This guy, I think it was sexual in nature, why he did what he did. As a Mexican immigrant myself, who was brought here at the age of 9 months, I gotta be real and say that Biden, you know, changing Trump's policy is what's driving people to come the way they are coming now again to the border, to the United States, seeking asylum. That's a hard one, because you either do what Trump did, and that's wrong, or you do what Biden's doing, and that's not sustainable, man. I mean, my thing is they should really have a 10-year work program. And all that money, which is a lot of money that they give to these smugglers, that money should be, you give it to the government of the United States. That's a whole lot of money. And while they're here working for those 10 years, tax them a little bit, a privilege tax. Privilege because you're cutting the line. There's people around the world, they want to come to the United States legally, and they can't because I guess distance, or and since Central Americans, Mexicans, whatever, whoever happens to be real close to the United States, yeah, give them that 10-year work program, tax them. I think it'll be better. Oh yeah, now they're also talking about the White House, Biden's White House administration. Jesus, they're firing people over past marijuana use. What the fuck, man? Are you serious? That is hypocritical as hell. You either want to legalize it or not, make it okay or not, man. Which is it? Yeah, I wonder if that's Kamala Harris being her old prosecutor self. It seems like something she wouldn't like agree with, like having people who smoke weed in her administration, in the Biden administration. Biden wants to help Central American economy to have people, not as many people or any people, come to the United States illegally, right? I don't think that'll work. I don't think that. Well, it might, because it kind of worked with Mexico with the NAFTA thing. Now you have a lot less Mexicans coming to the United States. Maybe that helped. I don't know, but in Central America, man, that's where the dope comes from, man. All the drugs. Mexico just kind of transports it, but that's a big problem to solve right there. And yeah, I think Bill Maher just brought it up. It's the real problem is the war on drugs. Take care of that. Legalize everything in the United States. Everything. Legalize it, and then you'll start to see a big shift, big difference in Central America. Positive one. Yeah, Portugal uh, decriminalized all drugs, and yeah, the country got way better for it. That's your proof right there. That's why they should do it in the United States. People are gonna get high no matter what. Might as well uh, legalize it or decriminalize. Have a monitor the users and everything. Get them help. This shit right now going on is not the way to go. Yep, fucking Bill Maher, man. Another good point. He said, the drugs, the illegal drugs are there. They just call them by a different name. Like cocaine is Adderall, methadone is heroin, and all this pharmaceutical shit. And that's maybe the problem. Why they can't decriminalize or legalize all drugs, because these companies have their hands in people's pocket, politicians, like paying them off, lobbyists and stuff. Maybe that's the reason why. Amen to that, sister. She's saying when it comes to bailing out these rich people, no problem. But when it comes to targeting lower middle class, below middle class, it's a problem. Now we're looking at the debt and all that, figuring out if it's gonna be okay. Oh, I swear, people are like little children now. Grown people, adults are like just little children. Now, Turner movie classics, they have to have a disclaimer. Somebody comes and explains to you all nice that these movies are old and cultural differences and all that shit. They were problematic back then, but please try to understand that they're old movies. My God, couldn't you put that shit together yourself? Wouldn't you know, you yourself, that these are old movies? Times were different. God forbid you don't get that disclaimer at the beginning. Yeah, they're gonna start doing it to cartoons. Warning: a prince kisses an unconscious woman without consent. He's joking, but I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my God! Look at this one. The Wizard of Oz. Warning: a powerful woman of color is murdered by a rural white girl. She is. She's green. She's a woman of color. Oh man. Rosemary's Baby. Warning: fails to present Planned Parenthood as a viable option. What the fuck? Oh, they roasted Mel Gibson, man. It says Braveheart. Warning: stars Mel Gibson. Yeah, that's the real problem. These corporations who think that the few thousands of little opinions from people on Twitter is what matters. So they go by that. I gotta disagree with Bill Maher on this one. He's saying that Spotify, the vast majority of streams on Spotify go to a small percentage of big artists, right? And the little guy doesn't hardly gets any uh, listeners, any streams. And he says, "Well, it's because you suck. Your music sucks, so they don't listen to it. They don't like it." I don't think that's the case. I mean, the music could be really good, but your marketing, man. You don't have a big ass machine behind you to spread your work, who you are everywhere. So when you got a big label like all these big artists do, yeah, you know they're gonna get more attention. That doesn't mean they're better artists. There's some underground songs, some small songs, some real small artists who make some good ass music. That's what when I go to YouTube, there's a thing called New Music of the Week, and I always click on all of them, listen to them. And there's a lot of indie artists, some damn good music, but they don't blow up. So yeah, a little slight disagreement right there. All right, y'all. That's it for this video. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.
Thanks for watching. Check out one of my audiobooks, ebooks, paperbacks, or just donate to an app to support this channel. Link down below.